Namaskar, I'm Mihraj Dubey from the Statesman, and with us Sri Ravi Shankar, founder of Art of Living Foundation, spiritual guru, peace ambassador, and I wouldn't say he does not need introduction because I would want to mention something before we start talking to him. I would want to remind you that when there is so much pain and suffering all around the world, there's somebody who's talking about healing. When there's so much violence, so much politics, poverty, he is somebody who is trying to talk to, he's offering to talk peace with some of the most violent forces in the world. And all along many decades, he has not stopped doing what he chose to do for humanity. Thank you so much, Guruji, for talking to us. And meanwhile, you also turned 60, so many happy returns of the day. How are you celebrating your birthday?
Every day is a celebration here in this campus, as you know. And we are doing service activity, and I think this occasion many more people join to do service, at least this week or this month.
No, but when people turn 60, others ask them, when are you retiring? But I guess I can't ask that question to you.
Doesn't seem to be a possibility in the near future.
Yeah. But one never retires from service, I think.
No, because it's in your very nature, you can't retire from your nature. If you are doing something that is not in your nature, you think of retiring, you want to rest. But here, we are just ourselves and doing what we need to be doing.
But your followers and members of the foundation would have some plans to celebrate. What are they doing?
They are doing a lot of blood donation campaign, and about 1 lakh women are getting blood checkup, and if they are low in hemoglobin, free medical intervention is happening in Maharashtra. Like that they are doing in Andhra Pradesh, they are doing cleaning of the lakes, river rejuvenation project is happening everywhere. So many such activity happen. I get the report later. End of the month I get all the activity that happened.
But
mainly meditation.
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 So what's your message to all your followers or our audience, or our readers on your birthday? Or like you said, every day is that itself is a message when you said every day is a celebration.
Correct. Inner peace and outer service. This is what our activities all centered around. First, we need to find inner peace. If we are not peaceful, that cannot translate into action in our surroundings.
But the modern professional is so frustrated. He's so well connected digitally, and yet the inner peace seems to be.
That's where he needs this more, all the more.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't seem to be coming to many of professionals and many of people of our times. So I was asking any message for them on this occasion.
It is necessary to take care of yourself, take care of the stress level in you. If you don't take care, then you will start regretting your own actions. So this is very complementary. Actually, this is complementary to dynamic activity. The more you are busier, the more you have the need to meditate and introspect. So just take a little time. It's not spending your time, actually it is investing in your time.
Right. Guruji, as we're talking here in Bangalore, there are so many spiritual gurus or so-called godmen are either turning into politicians or seeking political affiliations, or are turning businessmen and claiming about this goal, that turnover. How are you, between politics and business, how are you saving yourself?
It's very tough to be very neutral in this country. The moment someone comes and approaches you, someone comes and participates in your program, you can easily be easily be tagged into belonging to that political party or something like that. So to keep your neutrality, you need to have all the party either interested or nobody take any interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And so far we have been able to maintain ourselves, our dignity and our neutrality as far as this is concerned. You know, a spiritual organization, as a social organization, it's our job to care for people,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to poverty, corruption, and natural calamities. Then we can't say we are in an isolated place, trying to help. We need to interact with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that government officials, the government, politicians, media, everyone has to pitch in, if you have to do some development, some concrete work on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
This is here I would say that all the spiritual leaders will have to have that neutrality. They have to maintain their place. Like the journalist, as if someone asks you, Statesman, do you belong to the communists or the Congress, or what do you say? We are here as journalists, we are just reporting.
Yes, we are reporting for people.
For people. Similarly, spiritual leaders, I feel they have to be for the people.
But Guruji, when people say these days there's no growth without political affiliations, how do you? I mean, I'm sure you've shared you've shared stages with politicians, with this government or that government.
Politicians from around the world,
Yes, yes.
of all the parties.
How do you keep your purpose intact when they are around you?
I don't get swayed into someone else's ideology or model, because I know what we really want
Mm-hmm.
for the people, for the world.
Do you still get their cooperation for your projects?
Of course, when you do something which is useful for people, everybody appreciates that.
But you are well recognized as a neutral spiritual guru. But like you said, it's tough being neutral. Would you want to count anyone's situation, who might have opened up before you about their situation and saying it's tough being neutral?
It was very, many times we have faced this. For example, in Sri Lanka, when there was war going on in Sri Lanka, we have been the very neutral body to talk to the Tamils. We listen to their issues and also talk to the government. But we have been quite successful in that sense there, we have maintained our principle, our philosophy. Same in our country too. We work with all the governments. We work with Odisha, we work in Maharashtra. We have been working in Maharashtra before also. And we work in West Bengal.
Yeah.
So, we know our line. Our line is much different than politics. And our line is not for business either. So though we have a business component, we have a medical college, Ayurvedic medical college, then we have an Ayurvedic pharmacy, and we have research happening in all this Ayurvedic medicine. We have documented some breakthrough results have come in this.
Oh, I must come on to that, but just since I mentioned politics, just a couple of thoughts on that as well. Are there any political favorites or people who you think have risen above their political line and really served the country that you might have encountered?
You mean some politicians who have
yeah,
risen above the politics and party politics? Is that what you're asking?
As in, do you like this government more or the last government more, or because everybody is trying to preach and reach their goals. You at a neutral platform can actually judge them. You are in a better position to comment.
I leave that to you all. It's a job of journalists to judge and give a report on that. No, I wouldn't say that. But I see there are good people everywhere, and there are people who need to improve in every party, I would say, or in every setup, in every government. Only two things I see. When there are people who are doing good job, and there are people who can do better.
No, our government is trying
to keep myself out of trouble.
Like you've really spelled your purpose very clearly. But this government is finishing or completing 2 years, and would you spare a thought or two for them, where on subjects that they could improve on?
Yeah, there are many areas that they can improve on, and there's many things that they have improved, that they have done performed well. But still, let's see. They have 3 more years to go.
Any specific area, if I'm not bothering you, but where they could improve, or if you want to mention?
There are many beautiful schemes they have come out with, but the implementation, handling the bureaucracy, all that might need more attention. They might need more, because it's all already reaching, but the speed can be much more. The speed with which it should go can be enhanced.
Great. You've also talked about world politics. You've been a peace ambassador, a mediator, an arbitrator with situation in Colombia and many places, and you've offered a table, a negotiation, a peace offer for ISIS also, for which we all know you got very rude response. Unfortunately, they are what they do. But what about near to home? Any experiences within India, and that you think there is this less acceptance about getting a neutral man to negotiate in conflict situations within our country?
See, in all this negotiation, I don't go on behalf of some party, neither the government nor the rebel. I go as an individual, and this we have been doing. This we have been talking to the Ulfas, and we have been talking to people there in northeast, in Manipur. Several groups have met recently also. So, I give them my vision, and I find it very interesting that there are many takers to this idea of a cohesive, conflict-free society, and that could be a trigger point for more prosperous society that we can really think of, where the so-called rebels, I would say the revolutionaries, and when they get to understand that today it's not independence, it's interdependence which matters more to achieve their goals. See, the paradigms have shifted in past decades. We cannot hold on to the same paradigm with which from the colonial era. In colonial era, everybody was geared up for independence because all our wealth was drained out somewhere else. In today's world, we need to think about interdependence rather than independence. And in a logical way, when you present the point, there are takers for it. Everyone takes.
But somehow, let's say if I can give example of Kashmir, a lot of efforts have been done, but people don't seem to be arriving somewhere. With Pakistan, the conflict doesn't seem to be going, subsiding down. There's always something new, notorious coming up that gives us a bitter taste.
The challenges are many in this, but we cannot give up. We need to.
Would you want to participate in that?
We need to keep pursuing our goal,
On Pakistan front, have you offered, or would you like to?
Definitely, whatever we can do to bring harmony in the world, anywhere in the world, including Pakistan, I am always there, always available.
Your recent comment about Malala got different responses.
I know. I didn't say anything new. That was already there. Many people have written. So I stand by my, I have a right for my opinion. Whether I cannot make everyone like my opinion. Certain things I can air my opinions.
But your critics say that, somewhere there was anger in you that came out because of this situation.
Absolutely no anger. That's not, I don't lose my mind for such small things. No. But I feel I have right to speak what I feel correct, and so I will speak. I'll keep my right. that this country has freedom of speech, and everywhere else in the world also. That if people want to interpret it that, oh, I'm saying that because I'm jealous and all that, it doesn't make sense to me.
But if I'm not wrong
I
about
have
your
not said anything about the person. I
Right,
said everybody
right.
is beautiful, and I only kept the fact that a question or someone asked me,
Yeah.
are you doing all this beautiful work, great work around the world to get a prize? I said, you don't need to do so much work to get prize.
Because so little work can also get a prize, huh?
Yeah, when
Especially
someone-
Nobel Prize, if
Yeah,
I'm not wrong.
when someone of 16-year-old can get a prize,
Yeah.
so that proves that you don't need to need to do so much work to get a prize, and that's not my goal at all. What do I do? Whom do I have to impress with a prize?
Beautiful. Very true.
मैं
Very true.
कहता हूँ हमेशा, मैं किसी के प्रभाव में या अभाव में नहीं रहता हूँ,
बहुत सुंदर.
मैं अपने स्वभाव में टिका रहता हूँ.
बहुत सुंदर. But Guruji, Nobel.
And
yeah.
many times people project their own feelings. If someone sees that, I am jealous, they must be jealous. If I am someone seeing, whenever we talk about others, often we project what we feel about ourselves in that situation.
But Nobel
But I
Prize is-
welcome
Ji.
everyone's criticism. I for one always welcome criticism. And I say if there is some substance, I take it. And if it is just out of some outburst and emotion, doesn't make any logical sense, I have compassion for them.
Like, critics also gathered at the World Culture Festival. How did you, respond? I mean, you did get very angry with NGT, and I'm sort
No,
of.
I was not angry at NGT. I was very definite. I was firm to mention to them that come, look and see where there is pollution, because we, for one, who are for environment, the very purpose of us having that there is to improve that environment there. No one can say that we have destroyed that place. There should be scientific evidence. Even today we are saying, okay, show us one thing that we have permanently destroyed scientifically. Not just someone comes and says, oh, the bushes have been cleared here. So that's what we are saying. We came to that place to create more awareness about the river and to bring the people of the world on one platform. And you see, I understand the concern of people. When the big stages started coming up there, people were worried. They may think they might have thought that it will stay there forever, maybe. And this stage was a floating stage which was never happened in the world. A stage which held 40,000 people and had no foundation. Nobody will even believe. We are far behind innovative projects in this country. People don't appreciate the innovative things so fast. Not only here, everywhere else in the world too. So something which is unbelievable, unimaginable, something which was thought to be impossible is made possible. It's natural that we need to face criticisms.
But you did feel that there was politics behind Green Tribunal's thinking about you or their orders?
No, I would say the people who approach the tribunal, I suspect they have some political motives. If they were really caring for environment, those people would have taken other issues nearby. There are 3 illegal constructions happening. They didn't care for any of those. They were only concerned about this temporary 3-day event on the Jamuna. What do you attribute that to?
But why would they go against you? You're not a political person.
This is what I wonder. That's my question too.
Going back to this Ayurveda pharmacy you mentioned, there's this huge talk about another brand which is largely supported by a yoga guru, a spiritual guru. And then so people have started wondering that it's sort of become a shortcut to business success to become a guru and then start a business. I'm saying none of that to you, but but share your thoughts. How did that happen? Ayurveda pharmacy, where it is right now, and where do you see it going? And does it get affected with this kind of news when suddenly somebody opens Ayurvedic pharmacy in Himalayas and says 5,000 crores is what I've got? How does it affect you?
Well, I mean, people expect more from our products, from our. See, as when we started this place, this was very far. It was quite remote from the city those days, because city was today anyway. City has come much closer.
Mm-hmm.
And there were two Ayurvedic doctors who were here,
Okay.
who were also art of living teacher, who were inmates. And then they started treating patients here. People fall sick, and then said, why not we open a clinic which would benefit people all around the villages. Then in a small way our clinic started. Then we had our Ayurvedic college here.
Right.
Then with the college we said we should give proper medicine, quality medicine. Then we started our own pharmacy for just our in-house use. And then it's kept growing. Even today, what we produce, what we have is not even sufficient for our in-house catering, to cater to our own people. But now when they see the quality of it is so good, there is more demand from the public. In this sense, it's an organic growth which I don't put my attention at all.
Mm-hmm. It is entirely managed by professionals?
Yeah, it's by a team, and then we have that whole trust for it. The trust manages it.
But you never get this urge to promote your products on when you're on stage meeting so many followers all around?
We have already so many things to do. I have in so many 155 countries. We have enough to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
Our programs are expanding. We have programs for the prisoners. In America, we are doing welcome home troops. For the thousands of troops who are in Iraq and Afghan war, they come back, they are in such a mess, they need help. So we started a program. It is a big hit there. They have made several movies about it too. How when these war veterans, they undergo a program, their whole outlook changes.
Mm-hmm.
Towards life, and how they are able to sleep better, their lives are better. So when we have such a big avenue to work on this business, these sort of thing, products are very small aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no much taste or interest in it to do that.
Yeah. But other day,
Though I support, we
Yes.
have people who do that. So, and but we have this one. We have Business in Ethics, World Forum for Ethics in Business. It's an international forum in
which is the need of the hour, I think.
need of the hour. So that's it's a very prestigious organization. Every year we give awards to people who are in the business.
Maybe in that, I was hesitating asking you that, but maybe on behalf of that forum, would you want to say something to, yoga gurus starting brands and businesses going billions and coming?
I would see, as if you see as an individual, I don't see anything wrong. Okay, if you want to do that, it's your choice. Anyone can do any business, as long as you follow the ethics. There is ethics in every practice, and if we are with the ethics, you can do your business whatever you want to do.
But who will decide ethics? There are so many businesses, and if some godmen also start businesses, are you?
Some businessmen become godmen too. There are many other things happening,
Yeah.
There are many people who are into business, then they start preaching, they become religious leaders, spiritual leaders.
Right.
And some become politicians.
Mm-hmm.
These sort of things keep happening in the world. As I said, to toe the path of neutrality, purity, sincerity, and honesty, it needs a lot of conviction. Along with that conviction, it needs a lot of satisfaction. If you are content, you will not do anything that would just detract you from those ethics.
If I could
You
use the
believe
example
so.
of Baba Ramdev, does he seem distracted to you?
I can't speak for someone else.
As a fellow, fellow citizen, would you want to say anything?
No, I would say that, I mean, it's his choice, and he has chosen to do business in a big way. That's good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.